Hey, what's up guys, this is gearmoauto. I'm doing rear brakes on a 2014 Infiniti QX60. This could also be used for a 13 and a 15 with a similar setup. So let's go ahead and get into it. Alright guys, so basically the tools you're going to need is a 19mm, a 14mm, a 21mm for the wheel to get off the wheel, a flathead screwdriver, something to depress the caliper, and some brake lube. That should be all you need. So let's go and get started. 14mm to get the caliper bolts off. Let's go ahead and get these off. Alright, and the top one will come out. If you'll notice, this bottom one doesn't have room to come out. That little suspension bar is in the way. I don't know the name of the bar, but I noticed the little black gasket is on the top pin. So what I do is I pull this down and I go ahead and get the pads out. Alright, and if you're doing a pad stop, just throw the pads back in, and then you could just push the piston in and then throw that back on. But if you're getting the rotor off, notice this is stuck. It won't come out. You might be able to find a way out. I didn't get a way figured out, so what I'm going to do is just take the caliper bracket off, the two 19mm bolts, no big deal. And when these bolts are out, you can just take the whole thing off. It's not a big deal at all. So let's go ahead and get this off, 19mm. Even if you're not doing anything with the rotor, if you want to just take that pin out to lube it or something, you could take these out so you can get the whole thing apart. So get these 19mm out. They're a little tighter than the caliper bolts themselves, and they're bigger too. Again, they're 19mm. So I got these out. Go ahead and set this over here, over this upper control arm like that, and rest it so the brake line isn't stressed out or nothing. And so I'm gonna machine my rotor. I'm gonna show you guys how to get this rotor off. You probably won't be able to just pull it off, so what you want to do is take this black gasket out, put this hole to the top, and this is where the star adjuster is, and you're gonna back off the e-brake clips. This is what the star adjuster looks like. I mean, not clips, shoes. So you're gonna put that little star adjuster, you're gonna adjust that so it will back off the shoes out of the drum, and then you'll be able to pull this off. So if this is the motion you want to go to loosen it, you're trying to hit those notches on that star adjuster and loosen it up. And then basically you're just going to keep doing this, go up, and you should hear it click. And then after you get it backed off a little while, you should be able to shake it off. You might have to, like, what I mean is like just pull the rotor, you know, kind of shake the rotor until it comes off the front. I'm going to clean up these e-brake pads. Go ahead and just gently hit them with a light sandpaper just to get the clumps of dust off. As you can see, it has some buildup. I just get the clumps of dust off and just kind of chamfer the edges of the pad so you know, the drum part of the rotor just spins freely. And after I get those all kind of brushed up with the sandpaper here with some brake clean, just get all the dust out of there so no dust builds up, cause any noise or any trouble. Alright, so we got that all cleaned up. You can see they look better. Okay, so now I'm cutting my rotor. I put the rotor back on. You guys can take your rotor to like Craig and O'Reilly or Napa or whoever to cut it, or take it somewhere to the shop to get cut it. Or if you're replacing your rotors, you know, just throw it back on, throw your new rotor on. First and foremost, we gotta adjust this back out so your e-brake works properly. So go ahead and go the opposite way, like this, to push that star adjuster out and push the shoes out. You just want to have a light drag on your rotor, so you should be able to spin it with your hand, and you should hear like a light drag, kind of feel a light drag, and then put your black cover back in. Now I'm going to clean up these caliper hardwares just with a little mini wire brush, get all the dirt and rust out of there if there is any. You don't have to do this, is optional. I just do it every time. I put my caliper bracket back on with the two 19mm bolts. I put it back on with the caliper pin already in it. If you forget to put the caliper in it before you put it back on, you should be able to just get it back on, just, you know, nice and work it in there. Now I'm depressing the piston with my tool. There's other ways to depress the piston if you need to. You can look up on Google or YouTube. I just got a tool, it's the best way. Here's my pads, they're BRIGHTEST. Let's see, organic, made in China. Alright, so you know it's good quality. Alright, so I got my pads. And I'm going to lube the bottoms and the tops, just the little ears of them, where they slide inside the brake hardware. The little, these little tabs right here, I just put a little lube on each side, just where, on the contact points where they're going to be rubbing against the brake hardware. See, I put them in, and now I'm just going to slide this back up. And yeah, wow, that's missing. Okay, so my little cover for my slide pin was missing. I found it behind this this strut, or I mean this shock back here, is in a weird spot. So if yours fall off, just look around, look in the suspension. Also, lube your pins. I forgot to mention. Notice this pin has the black one on top, the little black gasket on the end. Usually they're on the bottom, but this car had them both on top, so I'm just going to put them both on top. All right, so now I'm going to put these in and tighten them down. Okay, and so I got those tight. And we'll slide this, make sure it moves freely. All right, guys, so that's it. Hope this video helps you guys out. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And any additional information in the comments is appreciated. And I will see you next video.